Weapons will form, none will prosper. I read somewhere once that when one cannot disturb your spirit, they attack or assassinate your character. And I have experienced that on several occasions in regards to someone attacking my character, defamation of character. I'm sure others can relate because this occurs on all levels. Like, you don't have to be a multimillionaire to experience it. You know, it comes in all shapes and forms. This one particular incident occurred when I corrected someone on their wrong and they weren't pleased with it. And from there stemmed a lot of lies. And these lies came at a certain point in my life, whereas I was already on the brink of a breakdown, I would like to say. So hearing all of this and all of these lies, it really, really hurt me. I'm that type of person that I don't care what anyone has to say about me because I roll with the punches. But this one particular incident got the best of me. And I think it's probably stemming from that person being within my group, my inner circle. And I think that's when the attacks are even harder, when you get hit by someone that you've taken in, you've nurtured, you've loved, and they turn around and they turn against you. So these lies didn't occur overnight. I mean, it went as far as it occurred. It kept reoccurring for weeks and months, and it up until a year and a half there were still lies that were told. And it got to the point where as I started to question my being, my character, because I couldn't understand how could one say such things about me. And the worst part about it was it not only affected me, but it affected those that were around me at the time. They started to look at me differently and pull away from me. It affected some of my loved ones at the time, and that was even more hurtful. And not only that, but it also blocked me from certain opportunities that presented itself at the moment or at that particular time. I did go into a funk because it's natural. I think the first thing I did was try to defend myself, because when I heard of it, I'm like, no, you don't understand. This is not me. And it's natural that you'll naturally defend yourself in situations like that. But over a period of time, I just felt that I couldn't fight it anymore because of all that was said. I couldn't fight it anymore. I felt so low, and I just felt that the people that I had around me at the time that were supportive, I started to look at them in a certain way because it's that trust was broken. Can I really trust these people? And it got to a point where as I pulled away from everyone till I got to a low point. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't even want to leave my house. I didn't want to interact with anyone. I think I got to a point where as I became numb, very numb, where I didn't feel anything. One thing at that point in being numb was I remember something my grandmother used to say is pray. And I started praying. And I'm not going to say things changed overnight, but it did. And I can honestly say now that what it did was something at that moment that I felt was so severe and broke me, it actually built me up. Because now I'm at a point in my life whereas definitely I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do because I know my path. I know my purpose. No one can judge me, and I don't give a damn what anybody says. And I know me most of all. I know me. I know my heart. I know my intentions. So that was the first part of it. The second part of it was more so knowing that this individual not only told lies about me, but they started to tell lies about everyone else. And even years after, we're looking at an incident that occurs 7 years later, and I'm still getting info in regards to this person. Like, wow, they really at a low because they put me on the chopping block and put this person on the chopping block. So with that incident alone, it made me realize who was really there for me, who I am as a person, but more importantly, who I serve to get me to this place where no weapons form will prosper.